So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our regular series, which hasn't been the case for the past week and a half. Why are you here? I'm not talking about Ketu, I'm not talking about Saturn, but you're here. So, yes, today we're going to be talking about Mercury and Moon conjunction in the seventh house of your birth chart. Okay. And let me actually even tell you, whenever you're looking at, let's say, Mercury conjunction in any house, always understand to add the relevancy of third, fourth, and sixth house. When you combine them together, that is going to be the foundation of this conjunction, no matter where it's at, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in. Okay. Now, as always, if you do not know if you have this particular conjunction, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, all the other astrological details, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where I'm currently uploading videos on my KRS blogs related to horoscope matching, which is going to be a 20 level, understanding. Like, okay, we're looking at everything and how is this, curry being made of these two ingredients, these two people coming together. So you'll see that. And of course, I'm on Spotify and Odyssey, so check me out on that as well. So first of all, seventh house is the house of marriage, relationship, business partnership. It's also actually the house of meditation as well in spiritual astrology. It is the house of other people. Okay, it is also not just other people that you may want to serve. It's also your opponents. So first thing we see, if let's say there's no malefic impact on this Mercury and Moon, and if there's no malefic impact, a benefic impact shouldn't even be considered because it is without malefic influences. Okay. So first thing you will see, this person will have a very, very strong reputation amongst people, especially when this person achieves recognition, fame, or if they go out and do business in their workspace, they are always known as the soft person. They're always known as this person who's ready to take on something. Like what happens with Moon and Mercury, especially conjunct in the seventh house, because what is happening in the seventh house? They're going to be affecting the ascendant. So they affect you in a very strongest manner, just like when they're in the ascendant. So here a person is always curious about how do we need to do? Let's do it. Let's get on it. Because why? Why did I make this gesture? Let's get on it. Because these are two very quick moving planets. They have a very strong pace around the earth. So whenever they're trying to do something, they'll do it quick. If a business idea comes in, they're on it. Somebody they like and they know this person's single, opportunity is there, they jump on it. They're like, hey, I want to date you. I want to go out with you. On the other hand, they do become very childlike in a marriage or relationship. Now, is that good or bad thing? That depends on the other person. Like, for example, this person could be in their mid-40s. And if they have this conjunction, they're the type of individual who, on a weeknight will be playing their video game. They'll be playing something, Minecraft. I don't know what else is out there. I have no clue. They'll bring something in the metaverse. They have that childlike quality that stays because of that effect on the ascendant. Now, on the other hand, even if, let's say, there's no malefic impact, with Mercury and Moon, either in the first house, seventh house, or when they actually even rule the ascendant, you will see such people may have some form of, or at least at one point, they will use either drugs, they will use some form of addictive substance, which in Orthodox society like India, even drinking beer, could be sacrilegious. It could be a very, very, downward spiral thing. But those curiosity comes in, and including actually 12th house too. This conjunction, so in a way you actually get some of the things that I might say in the 12th house, although nobody will ever watch this video unless their position is in the 12th house. And especially with Mercury and Moon, because it affects the ascendant, and this can also be the similar effect in the 8th house too, they have a very youthful look. Because first house is you, the entire body, from head to toe. And obviously, the second house, when they're in the 8th house, they will impact the face. Okay, this part. So very youthful individual comes in. Even when they look old, they'll have gray hair, like me. They could be going bald like me. They'll still have that childlike look. They just don't look old. And some people you see, when they're 17, 18, you're like, whoa, I thought you were 35, 38. And that there's a strong impact of Saturn upon that individual because they mature physically very quickly. Like you will notice, especially like mostly athletes, basketball players. Like sometimes I see these young 18, 19-year-old basketball players playing basketball, whether it's NBA or somewhere else. I'm like, my God, they actually look younger than me, and they're like so much younger than me. Like 20 years younger than me. So and especially Saturn represents tall height, just like Ketu and Jupiter. So a tall person will always look more mature than people around them. And when it comes to business, excellent position for doing trade and business. Now, one thing we also see, because of that foundational level that I spoke to you guys about, these people are very prone into getting into debts, but also without the malefic impacts, they're not fearful of that. They're like, yeah, I have debts. Yeah, I'll take care of it. Malefic impact, if there's a malefic impact on this conjunction, boy, even little debt can keep making them think, oh my God, how am I paying this off? So especially if you have Mercury Moon conjunction in any house with impact of malefic planets, try not to go into debt. Unless, of course, it's like, a needed debt. A useful debt, like, for example, getting a house, getting a car. It's something you need to transport yourself. That's fine. But useless debts, that's a no-no. But for these people, this is why they do actually very well in business that may require debt. They know they will have those skills to turning that debt into their own profit. And would this conjunction bring early marriage? It can definitely activate early relationships, even early sexual relationships, very early, like even 14, 15. But when we are looking at marriage, you can't just make a determination by these two placements, because you have to look at everything. You have to look at the 7th Lord, Venus, Dharakarka, Navamsha. And based on that, you can determine, okay, if this person is going to get married early or late, especially if Viva Sambha is also being activated. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Moon Mercury conjunction in the 7th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss type of videos. If you want to know where your Mercury and Moon are placed along with all your astrological details, check out the links here, including the course section where you will find my KRS vlogs and all the other nakshatra courses. All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.